What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Iccy Show. This is interview 667 interviews I've done in 6 years. Give this special guest from Boston 617 the second to get on here, and we will start this Iccy Show. If you want to be a guest, I'm booked until end of December. So inbox your girl, Jackie Brown, with 2 C's, I.E. Brown. If it's your birthday, happy birthday. If it's your anniversary, happy anniversary. My condolences to anyone that has lost anyone. Happy Sunday to everybody. Make sure you put your area codes in the countries you are tuning in from. I'm so excited about this interview. I've been waiting to get this artist on here. She is amazing artist. Check her out. Make sure you book her for your next show. And I can't wait to see what she got to say. I'm very humbled about this interview. I've been in the industry since 2008, and I've been following her as a fan, supporter. So I'm looking forward definitely to finally get to interview her and seeing her journey as she was going. When I first started, she was already out there. I'm telling you, you do not want to miss this interview. You do want to book her for your next show. Your next feature. She is amazing. I'm telling you, amazing. Salute everyone. Put your area codes, the countries that you're tuning in from. I see we got Brockton in the building. We got Brooklyn in the building. Let's go. Keep it going internationally. We're not just local. We're internationally. And if you're looking to get an interview, please do not wait till the last minute to get an interview. I had someone get upset with me because they wanted an interview that day. But unfortunately, I am booked ahead of time. So I always say, once you know that you want an interview, just inbox me. All my interviews are $50. And I will stay $50 because I represent for people that are everywhere. I know it's a financial crisis right now, but let's go. Definitely. Peace, peace, everybody. What's up, Carlos? Salute, salute. The lineup is crazy for October and November. Shout out to everyone that was at Technologies show the other night at Rip Sammy's patio. It was crazy. I didn't go, unfortunately. I'm still healing from my knee surgery, but the turn up was crazy. I seen everyone's live. I love it. I love how everyone was showing support to the artists on the stage, coming together. Shout out to Sammy's Patio once again. Amazing people. Definitely. Yes, definitely. Mr. DJ over there. Put your DJ name in there so they know how to find you. They're looking for a DJ to book for their upcoming project. That would be amazing. I'm going to send her another request. All right, so I sent her another. Thank you, DJ Slime Boogies from Brooklyn, New York. I appreciate that. We got Chicago in the building. That's what I'm talking about. We got 718 in the building. I love to collaborate with everyone. And anyone that needs an interview, inbox me. I don't bite. Let's go. Shout out to Free Bands Prince with his project coming out. That is my artist. Please inbox me. He does have a manager, and that's me. I've been hearing that people been hitting him up. You got to hit up his manager. If an artist has a manager, you got to hit them up. That's how the rules of the game go. I love to see everyone working. And this artist right here, I'm telling you, her voice is amazing. Amazing. And she gets, I'm telling you, I can't wait. I'm so humbled about this interview. I've been waiting patiently. Whew, I got a deep breath. Definitely. I'm so excited about this artist. You have no idea. She can rock the stage. I've seen her at the Dublin House performing in Boston. R.I.P. Yaz, a great guy. He was the owner of the Dublin house. So he let a lot of people come through and rock his stage. So I'm going to give her a couple minutes, you know. I'm very excited about this interview. It's going to be crazy. No, she's from Boston 617. She's from Boston 617. And I'm telling you, any artist on here, you want to do a collaboration with her. She got that voice. What? Just wait. If I can get her to spit something, I don't know if she will. I always ask the artist, but I hope she does. If she doesn't, just check out her music. I'll find out the platform so you can follow her. I'm telling you, her voice reminds me of a Little Kim, Remy Ma, and dang, what's the other chick's name? Oh, it slipped my mind. Are you crazy right now? Oh man, I got Aaliyah. R.I.P. Aaliyah. She got that. And I love how she can turn it up and go down. Oh, it's crazy. That is a real artist. That's why you can see I'm very excited about this. I remember seeing her in Progressions in Brockton when Progressions was open. I've been in this industry since 2008, and trust and believe, she was one of the first artists. When I seen her performing, I actually started following her since about 2009, 2010. And I salute to this one coming on. She definitely deserves to have awards out there. Definitely deserves to have advanced where she's at. And she's definitely, I can't wait. I cannot wait. I'm like a candy in a candy shop waiting patiently. Yes, yes. Collaboration. You definitely need a collaboration with this artist. I'm telling you, she is amazing. So I'm gonna send. I just sent her the request again. Queen, did you get the tag in? If you didn't, does it allow you to send me a request? Because sometimes there's a little delay, you know, with technology. I know she's on here. I see her. If it doesn't give you a tag in, what I could do is I could restart it and then have you come back on. Let me know if it doesn't give you that option to be added in, and I'll restart it all over. Yeah, I know, right? Technology does suck these days. Let me see. Just let me know, Queen, if you want me to restart it, and then see if I can get you on that way. I sent 2 requests, but it says it's already pending. I don't know if it's in your notification. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate that. So we got Chicago in the building. We got Brooklyn in the building. We got Boston 617 in the building. Salute, salute. So what I could do is I can restart it if you're not getting a notification because it says it's already sent to you. Sometimes it does do that. Just put it in the comment and then Pretty Poison, and I'll reset it immediately. Peace, peace, everyone. Put your area codes and countries you are tuning in from. You sent me a request. How come I don't have it? Keep our fingers crossed. Here we go. Peace, peace, queen. Are you there? It's a black screen right now. It says you're joined, though.
I don't know what this is doing. We on.
Yes.
We
Woo! The devil's
on.
today. This is Pretty Poison from Boston 617. I welcome you to the Iccy Show. This is interview 667. And I finally get to have you on here, Queen. And I've been waiting to get you. I've been doing this for 6 years and I've been following you since 2009 in the industry. And I'm very humbled to have you on my show. Welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. I know it's been a minute. I know it has been, and you have been actually reaching out and things like that. But I just gotta put it out there that I'm not really like the too much of the talkative person, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta put that out there. So interviews are not really my thing. I gotta be honest, you know what I'm saying? Transparent. But when you reached out, I was like, you know what? She been hitting me up. I'm gonna do this. Let's do it. And there's no questions that you can't ask me. I'm gonna leave that to you. Anything you want to know, it's an open book. Just for you though.
Okay. I feel it. That's exclusive on the Iccy Show. I love that. Thank you so much. And I first want to say my deepest condolences. I must say that out of respect. I know you recently had a loss, and I know it's hard to go through a loss. And anytime if you need someone to talk to, I'm here because I've lost a lot of people. And just know that you got a phone call, and I'm here for you.
Absolutely. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Don Hazel, rest his soul, he actually used to talk highly about you all the time. And that was when I really wanted to start to get to work with you or have you on my show. So, you're a great artist. A lot of people talk highly about you.
Appreciate it. Yes, rest in peace, Don Hazel. He was a big supporter of the community, and he definitely was one of my top supporters. He was always there, showed up, and I can't say nothing bad about the guy. Rest in
Yes.
peace. Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
what made you start to get in this industry when you first started?
Um, So, I mean, I started out, as a kid, and my brother, he used to write rhymes for me and have me recite them in the house, have me and my sister like battle each other and things like that. And then when I got to, I believe, middle school, if I'm not mistaken, I met up with a guy. Shout out to this guy. You know who he is, but he's in Florida now, and I linked with him, and he was like, "Yo," I told him, I'm like, "Yeah, I do music or whatever." He actually hooked me up with a label. They was back then. It was on like Bolson Street in Boston, and yeah, they wanted to sign me. I think I was like 14 at that time, and they wanted to sign me back then, but I didn't know anything about that, and I was just like, eh. So that didn't go too far because I didn't really know what that was. I just knew that I liked doing music, and that's what I was doing. So that was like my first big experience within the industry. But he took me to my first studio session, and actually hooked me up with my first performance, and it was at the Strand Theater. That was decades ago, but and I just kept going since then. But yeah, that was like my first encounter with music.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's an amazing spot to have your first show at. So salute to
Yeah,
you, definitely.
absolutely. Now that was big back then, you know. I mean, it's still big now. I don't think they are as open to up and coming artists now like they was back then. It was like it was open to us, you know. But um, yeah, it was definitely big, definitely big. For the first stage at that, yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now, do you have a manager?
Do I have one now or then?
Now, do you have one now?
No. So I've always managed my own encounters, all my shows and just everything. I always done everything myself. I never had a manager.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
very shocked. You're an amazing artist, and knowing that you did everything yourself made 100% right there. And that's hard being a woman in this industry. A lot of people don't believe in us, and they think, we're not going to make it. But for you to do it all by yourself, you're like me, you're self-made. So salute to you. You definitely get a salute from the Icey Show knowing that.
Really appreciate it. Yeah, nah. I never had a manager. I had people who, came and asked and wanted to and things like that. And people that I rocked with, I always worked with different people, but I never let anyone manage me. I always felt like for that person needed to be bigger than me. You know what I mean? They needed more connections. They needed more, more drive, more, So I just felt like if I couldn't find that person, I'm all set, So that was just I never really nah. So, all my opportunities I went and I'm a good negotiator. So I'm able to speak and I know what I want, I know what I'm looking for. So if you can speak for yourself, you know what you want, you know what you're good at, I was able to say, listen, I do X, Y, Z, blah, 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 here's what, the whole thing. If you got a good resume, you could fend for yourself, I think that as far as like up and coming artists, a lot of people's like, I need a manager, I need a manager. But what a lot of people don't understand is you gotta have something for them to manage. You understand what I'm saying? If you don't have a lot going on, you don't need a manager. So, you know, that's a whole thing.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Do you use the same producer right now, or do you use multiple producers for your music?
For my music, I mean, I've always worked with Gunzy. Shout out to Gunzy, Gunslow Productions,
Mm.
That's my guy. And I've been working with him for decades. So, for the most part, he's been like my go-to guy. I got other stuff with people here and there. Shout out to Crizzo. Um, he actually created something for me as well. I'm not sure. I think he did Daddy, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, yeah, Gunslow Productions, Gunzy. That's my main guy, but yeah.
I actually went to that studio when Don Hazel was here when he put that mixtape together, putting certain artists on there. I believe you're on there. I'm 90% you're on there.
Who was who was doing the mix
Uh,
collaboration?
Don Hazel did it, but everyone had to go to Gunzy's studio to record in there.
Okay, yeah, I think I heard about that, but I don't think I was a part of it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
I thought
yeah.
you were, 'cause I heard your name from Don Hazel, so that's why I
Oh
figured
yeah,
you were on.
absolutely. I met Dawn actually not even because of music. It was more on the movie side of things. When I linked up with him, but yeah. I probably wasn't on that mix though. I'm sure it was dope though.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, yeah.
And Guns, Don Hazel in the studio, Don Hazel. If he doesn't like something, he's making you start all over on that song, run that back. He doesn't care. He's going to the top with everything.
Yeah. Now I got some collaborations with him though, with him and I just don't I wasn't on that particular project, but I definitely got stuff with Don Hazel though. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Definitely. How many songs do you think you have out there approximately?
To be honest, I don't have a lot of songs out there. And that's a little crazy, ain't it? A little crazy. But I got a lot of projects that I haven't released. I could definitely say that, but I don't have a lot of projects that's out. My main thing really was live performances for the most part. Um, uh, Live performances and movies, and that was really my thing. I don't even have my own music video.
Wow.
Yeah, that's that negotiation work.
Yes, yes. I seen your new video out with Drew Casso, the one you just came out. It was just playing behind you a second
Yeah,
ago.
yeah,
How,
yeah.
how was that recording? That looked fun.
Yeah, no, that was crazy. So that's actually a collaboration with me and Dro Casso. You know what I'm saying? I was on a hook. I didn't really get into the, you know what I'm saying? I ain't put the verse down like that, but I was definitely on a hook and it was amazing. Like the shoot itself was crazy. The energy was crazy. Everybody was amped and you know what I'm saying? It was just a nice vibe. So that video was definitely dope. It felt good.
Yeah,
It felt good. It felt good. Like we was really vibing. Yeah.
that's good. That's good. I love it. I actually watched it a couple of times. I shared it a couple of times on my Instagram
Mhm.
and on my Facebook. Um, So, salute to both of you doing it. I like it. I think you guys should do more collabs. Your
Oh,
voices sound good together.
yeah.
If you could pick three artists that are in the industry to do a feature with, who would it be?
Three artists that are. mm. So most of my top artists are no longer living. All right. But I would say Erica Badu.
Ooh,
Um, yeah, I don't. My list might be a little different. I don't know. Let me see who else. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing something with Busta Rhymes. I like the energy.
yeah,
I like the Busta Rhymes feel. The energy's crazy. Um, I don't know. Maybe like a Kendrick Lamar, somebody like that. But most of mine's I was Tupac days and DMX, so I know who I would, but for the most part, they're no longer here. The people who I really, I mean, that's LOG, absolutely. Shout out to the hometown.
yeah.
But yeah, yeah. Shout out to
That would be
Cliff.
a good
I
collab.
don't need you to give me no answers. I know who I want to work with now. Come on now. You can't give me no answers, buddy. Nah, but yeah, most of like the people who I really looked up to. I mean, of course, I got my in-house favorites and the Boston and all of that, but like I was more like the Tupac days and the yeah, so DMX and yeah.
That's amazing, definitely. If you, my next question is, if you could pick three artists that aren't established out there yet, who would you pick?
That isn't established out there yet. Are we talking Boston?
You
Who
could
we
say
talking about?
Boston, anywhere out of the country.
Honest. So a lot of these artists that are out here now, I might hear their song and I like it, but I can't even tell you who they are. And that's just I think I think the reason why that is, and not because the music is bad or anything, um, it's one, most of it's not like my era. Like that's number one. But I think that music has changed. Before, at a certain time, we would it would feel like we knew the artist. You
Right.
felt like you knew them. You was a part of them. Now it's just kind of like here's this person, here's that person, and they're coming so fast, and it's just like you don't really get that real connection there. So that's why that's my only reason. So I can't even really tell you. I don't really know who's new and up and coming and all. Like I don't really know. And that's my reason. I just don't feel connected to that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? We knew when Biggie's and Tupac's and Big L's and all, like we felt connected to those people in that journey. And now it's too crazy. It's all over the place. So I can't really, and I like the songs, I like the music. I might, you know what I'm saying? I could rock with it, I could dance to it, I could do all of that, but I don't feel that connection so I don't really know who's out there like that. That's my own personal thing. But do I listen to it? Yeah, because it comes on and it sounds good, some of it, but that's my own take. But as far as Boston, I mean, I don't really mind collaborating with different artists here, like, you know what I'm saying? But again, most my era again, it was the Miss Sheiks and Saritas and you know what I'm saying? So it's just I don't really know too many of the new people who's on the scene like that. And then I'm a person who I be off into my own I'm not really in the mix like that, you know? But you know, there's a few
I could.
people, but yeah, exit fame,
Yes.
absolutely, yeah. My God,
And that's
yeah,
a good. He said Exit Fame, and I was actually gonna say I could see you doing a track with Exit
yeah,
Fame, Bonnie Stones. Have you heard
okay,
of her?
yep, I heard her, yep,
I
yep,
think your voice and her voice will kill a track in this
yeah,
like this. I
yeah.
really feel that in my heart.
Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I'm here. I've been away from the music for a little while, just handling some personal stuff, but I don't really have a problem with collaborating too much. It just gotta make sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person I don't wanna collaborate with everybody. I've never been that type of person to want to collaborate with everybody. And that's only because I have to feel like you take it just as serious as I do. Like I don't want to just say, "Oh, let's do a song together." Yeah, okay, and everybody just listening to it. Like that's not my thing. So, unless we're both like really like, all right, we're gonna work this, we're gonna move it, whatever. Like I don't really, I don't feel the need to just collaborate with everybody just to collaborate with everybody. It gotta make sense. Everything has to make sense.
Right.
But absolutely, you know what I'm saying? But
Yes.
I mean, I have my list, but it's just like I'm not as active like that. But if they come to me and like, yo, P, blah blah, certain people, I'm like, and I already see you moving and doing your thing. I know you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna come and I'm gonna do what I gotta do on my end. But collaborations gotta make sense to me.
Definitely. Yes.
Gotta make sense. And I'm not just doing something to just do it. So
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
It's energy, it's time. Life's not promised today, never mind tomorrow. So when
Yeah.
you're putting in that work, you want to make sure that person's on the same page like you because you're giving it 100. You want them to give it 100.
Yeah, like I'm not recording this for us to just listen to it at home or in the car or like with the friends and then we done after that. Like, nah, I'm not doing that. So, you know what I'm saying? If we not really gonna push this together or like, really just go all out with it, that's just I don't like doing things that don't make sense. So that's why I'm kinda distanced from a lot of stuff because a lot of things don't make sense. And I ain't for
Right,
that.
right, right.
I
Definitely.
do that, so.
Do you have your own clothing line out there?
So I did start it. I started my own clothing line. I think that was before the pandemic, right before the pandemic happened. So I kind of put that on pause, for different situations. But I do. Everything's kind of being worked on now, and will be like pushed out again. It's just after the COVID, it slowed down a lot of things. Right before it, I had did the single daddy, and we was talking about shooting a video, and just all kind of stuff. And then that happened, and it was like, oh, we was on pause. Like people in the industry was performing live on here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There was no nothing. Like everything literally was on pause. So that slowed up a lot of stuff. But you know, it's like what did you do in that time though? So for me, I just felt like I needed to do a lot of different like personal things, and unfortunately music wasn't really the main thing on the list at the time. But now I'm gonna come out and hit him with the something. I'm gonna hit him with something.
Yes, 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 definitely.
I'm
And I would
gonna
love to come that daddy song. I love that song.
yeah.
I would love. I would definitely love to come out when you go to record that for a video. I would love to take part or stay, behind the scene and watch. I love that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the daddy song. That's the song is dope. It is. I like that song. It's definitely dope. That is, I don't know. It's different. It's different. But I think I don't know if that's gonna be actually my next one to work on, because look, Cliff, because like I said, I do have songs that are finished and ready to go, and but it's just, again, it has to make sense for me. I don't want to just throw it on the YouTubes or the on Facebook and, oh, listen, I got a song, and then that's it. Like, it has to have a plan behind it. You know what I'm saying? So if I don't have that, it's gonna sit there. That's just how I am. But I have at least, like, I'll say like 6 songs or something like that.
Okay.
That's just sitting and waiting to be something. Something.
You think you'll come out with your own album soon?
I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to do an album at this point. I think I might do more of singles.
Okay.
But I don't really see an album right now at this moment. No,
Cliff,
I might do a single.
Cliff said, "I will help you pay for daddy video." Ooh, Cliff is the man right there.
Is he? I think Cliff just talking. I don't know, Cliff. Cliff, don't play around. But yeah, I mean, I might pick up the daddy video because that's where I left off at. But then I just feel like, it's a different time now. That was good for when it was good and when it was, the time. But I don't know. I feel like I should move on from that a little bit.
Okay.
Daddy's popping though. Daddy is definitely popping. I just feel like I should move on.
Yes, definitely. Well, I like it. So let me know, inbox me if you plan on doing something with it. I would love to take part in that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is
Absolutely.
what is your three favorite songs to perform?
Um, Three favorite. I would say Poison World and Poison World. Daddy's actually one of my favorites, and Rocksteady.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Those
Do you
those are my top three.
have you thought of going around the schools and being a mentor to the middle school and high school kids?
Um, I have. I have. There was an opportunity given to me for that, to do that, but it didn't happen. It didn't play out the way that it was supposed to. But I wouldn't mind doing that. I think I would definitely be a good role model.
I
Absolutely.
think you will be a good role model. I feel like when people go through stuff, that is their um that's their fire to what they want to do in the future. And I feel like these kids that are in the high school, middle school, they need people to be a good mentor, to teach them right from wrong because they're not getting that. Unfortunately, it's a different generation, but I feel like they need that
Yeah.
motivation.
Yes. They need somebody who actually understands where they're coming from. That's what I believe. Not someone just like talking at them. You know what I mean? It's like they need someone who understand where they are in that particular time in their life, um and who can kind of navigate around that, within that. Like, that's what I believe. You know, a lot of times people talk to kids, they're talking at them. They're not like, they don't think, okay, I've been there. They'll say that I've been there, but it's not like, put myself in that situation. I've been there. I understand this, blah, 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 and work through that. It's like, I've been there. I know what I'm talking about. Don't do it because I said don't do it, and that's why you shouldn't do it. And it's just like, nah. It's like, yo, listen. Listen. You know what I'm saying? I've been there. I know what this, and I'm gonna break it down to you. Like, listen. But no, I think I'm definitely a good role model. Like when I'm talking to, my nieces and nephews and things like that, I don't bull around with them. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm straight up. I don't sugarcoat what I'm gonna say to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you straight up the good, the bad, the ugly, what you should look out for, what you should, um, listen, listen. So here's the thing. Here's my belief about that. And I'm looking at Cliff's response here. Hard head makes us soft. We all have been hard headed at one point in life. So for us to act like we never was when we are dealing with these kids, we're already going about it wrong. You know what I mean? So I'm not ever gonna act like that. I'm not gonna ever act like I didn't smoke, I didn't this, I didn't. Do I do it now for the most part? No. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because this, and may lead to that, blah, 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 blah. But I'm not gonna just be like, no, 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 and act like I was just like high sedity my whole life. Why am I gonna do that? No, and I'm gonna tell you what can happen along the way. Do you want to look like that? Because this can come from that, and this, and this, and that, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, but I just believe that that back to his message on here, a hard head makes us all ass. So I believe that some people need tough love, right? But not everybody need tough love. Some people just need love. And people miss that. They think like, oh, we gotta be so tough. Oh, we gotta be so hard. Not everybody, they don't all understand that the same way. They don't take it all in the same way. Like some people do need tough love, but not everybody. You can't deal with everybody the same.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So.
And I feel like these kids, they feel kind of neglected because, unfortunately at this time, parents are working 2, 3 jobs
Yeah.
and they're hardly home. And they can't do that because they can't, um, they're trying to be there for their children, but, also they have to provide for their house to make sure they have food, electricity, and it's a tough time. Everybody's going through it. I mean, our prices are outrageous right now. I just became homeless about a month ago and I couldn't get in the system. It was a tough, tough time. And I had knee surgery and it's like everything flashed in my eyes just like a snap. And I've been there for so many people. I was a mentor for the church. And I look back and I'm like, I wasted a lot of time helping people. I don't regret it. But when I needed someone to be there for me, nobody was there for me. And, I feel like, that's why I go and I talk to the young ones. And that's why I was doing the church thing because they have a teenage Friday fun night. And I felt like they were looking up to me because I would tell them I've been through hell and hell water and being honest to them. And they look at it differently because they're like, wow, this woman's been through something.
Right.
And I can learn from it. And I feel like that with your energy and how I've been following you for years. And I feel like you can make a big difference in the school system. And we need people like you. If you ever can get into it, I suggest you do it because we're the ones to make a change for the future, for the children. And that's just me personally. And I feel that with your energy and what I can observe of you and what I heard from John Hazel, all positivity.
Right.
And I salute to you. I really do.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that. I do it in a sense, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, everybody absorbs things and take things in differently, and it's not always you gotta yell or you gotta scream or you gotta point the finger or sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes it's just like a simple talk.
Right.
Did you try the simple talk or was it all just point the finger and listen. Like, did you give them a hug? I mean, I don't know. You know what I mean? So, I just think that we miss that a lot. Parents, adults, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, this person don't want to listen. Maybe they want attention. Maybe they
Right.
doing it for attention. Maybe it's not that they're just bad. You know what I'm saying? So it's like sometimes you gotta just look a little deeper than just,
The
what you make. Yeah, you gotta look a little deeper than just the bad or they're hard headed or whatever. Why are they doing this? Maybe something happened to them that you don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might need to have a conversation and have an actual connection, or you know what I mean? People are missing a lot of things. They're missing a lot of things, um and I just know that from experience, seeing it with my own two eyes, or you know what I mean. I'm just like, it's crazy. You
yes.
know, one person could get through, another person can't, but we saying the same thing. Why? What happened there? You know what
Yep.
I mean? What approach did you take? You know what I mean? So, you know, sometimes you got to learn a person, and then how do they respond? How does that person take in information? Did
Right.
you try to figure that out? You know what I mean? A
Yes.
teacher can teach you something, but that don't mean they can teach every kid. Every kid's not going to learn from that one teacher. They're not.
Right.
Why not? Because this teacher might not be good for that student. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That
Yes.
teacher over there might be very, very good for that student. Why? Because they have different techniques on teaching, you know?
Yes.
And then
100%.
that, yeah, and that would be for the teacher to say, all right, let me pay attention to what's good for this kid. Maybe I need to show them in a different way. If they want to do that, if do they want to take the time to do that? I don't know. But
Right. It's true.
yeah, yeah. I mean, hey, that's how I see the world.
Do you have your own personal DJ or do you have multiple
My
DJs?
own personal DJ, I don't. Not as far as when it comes to like my own music, but I know like I also, I put on events and things like that. So I have my go-to DJs who, I would have come and be a part of my events, but I don't have like my own personal when it comes to my own music, no.
Is that something you would be interested to have your set DJ?
I would. And you know what? Like for a long time, I actually thought about that, and I was like, but I want a female. I wanted a female to do it. I wanted a woman
Okay.
to do it. But I mean, I don't know. I'm open. I'm open. But that's like when I did think about it in the moment, I was like, I would want a female DJ. But I am open.
Okay.
Yeah, I am open to male or female. But yeah.
If there's any woman DJs tuning in, make sure you link with her. Pretty Poison, where can you find your platforms so they can check you out, request you, and if they want to book with you?
It's Amaryllis. Amaryllis on Instagram. Amaryllis on Spotify. Uh, yeah. Amaryllis Belladonna. Or you can hit me on a Facebook page. Same thing. Amaryllis Belladonna.
Okay, okay. Is your music on any of the
Yeah,
platforms out there?
it's on Spotify, and then that links it to all different ones. But yeah, Spotify's like the main one, and then yeah.
Okay, okay. What is the best advice you've been given during your career?
The best advice that I've been given, is that what you said?
Yes. Yes.
The best advice that I've been given during my career. No, if people give me any advice, really. It's like I had to learn everything on my own. People giving out advice. Um, I don't know. Okay, so I would probably say, I mean, back then, I don't know. I didn't have like a lot of people kind of like guiding me. I honestly had to figure out a lot of things on my own. So it wasn't a lot of advice given, I gotta be honest. But I mean, when I was actually going to different auditions and being like looked at by the execs and stuff like that, they would just kind of tell me like to do more things live and not have like the back, the vocals playing with your music and all that stuff. And I learned that way early on because they was like, no, you can't come in here like that. You know what I mean? I remember, I don't even know if I want to say this label now with everything going on, but anyway, some execs from there was that they was like the first ones that was just like, no, you can't do that. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, whatever. So I learned that early on, and that was just from like the music exec. So I guess that was like one of my main things. But I didn't have a lot of guidance when I was like really going hard with the music like that. I literally had to find out a lot of things on my own. But it's cool. Yeah.
Hey, it made you stronger where you are, being an artist, and you go harder being self-made, learning the way to go in this. You take a left, or you take a right, or you go straight.
It's
But you
trial and
have,
error.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, 100,
Mhm.
definitely. How do you
Yeah.
how do you feel about the DJs now with the new technology when they press a couple buttons, opposed to using the vinyl and scratching when you're, getting your music played?
I don't have anything I don't have anything really to say about that. Only because times do change and things change and it gets easier. You know what I mean? So I can't really say nothing bad about it because that's just like, all right, do I want to go to this building to pay a bill, or am I happy that I can now pay it online? I'm not complaining. You know what I mean? It's still gonna get paid. So it's just like I can't say nothing about it. We all know where the original came from. You know what I mean? If I see a DJ pull out the vinyls, I'm gonna be like, oh shoot, okay, this is the jam, But I'm not gonna be mad at the other ones that's pressing the button either. I mean, make sure I can dance to what you're playing. Like make it good, make it sound good. Whatever you're doing, I don't know what you're doing. I just want to be able to like it. So, hey, press the button all you want, scratch the thing. I don't know. I don't have nothing to say. Just be good at what you're doing. Press the button or this. But everything original is always better. Original is always better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And that's where it stemmed from. And what are you gonna say about that? Nothing.
yeah.
But times do change, things change, technology. What are you gonna do? Okay.
Totally. I love the vinyl. I feel like when the DJ's doing it and scratching, like DJ Black, he's on here right now. And I
Absolutely.
love when he's out there scratching with the music and playing the artist's music, and you scratch
Yeah.
and run back. It gets me going. Like, I
Well, that's
feel
what I'm saying. Hold on. The original is always gonna be the original. You could never knock the original, the sound, the quality. You just can't, right? And
right,
and do it have a different sound and feel? Yes, it does. It's going to. But I'm not dissing the person who's pressing the button either, because if you can make me feel move and bop and you know what I'm saying, I'm not mad at you unless you just suck. If you suck pressing the button too, then now I got a problem. You know what I'm saying? Some people got the
right,
button and they still suck. So what we doing here?
right.
But
Definitely.
the original is always gonna be the original. It's definitely the script, all that. But listen, don't they got some other little thing too, like a little mini thing that they be scratching too? That's kind of,
Yeah,
it's not the records, but it still give you that scratch effect, right? If
yeah,
I'm not
press the
mistaken.
button. Yeah,
Yeah, so it's just like, I mean, it's technology. Things are gonna, listen. If they stop making the records or the needles and this for you to be able to do that, what are we doing? We're all
right.
pressing the button. Who's
That's true.
better at pressing this button?
Yes,
Who's
yes,
better at working this? Who's better at working this now? You see what I'm saying?
right.
That's all. Whatever.
If you
See,
could
the
do
built-in controller. Okay. Hmm.
if you could do a tour, three countries out of the to pick three countries to do a tour and three states, where would you start and where would you end?
Oh my. Where would I start and where would I end? You said countries and states?
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. Let's see. Huh. I would definitely probably go to like Japan or somewhere.
Ooh, nice.
Um, then I have to go to the Caribbean somewhere. I don't know. Bahamas, maybe somewhere.
Okay, good one.
Um, and maybe like England.
Nice.
Yeah,
Very nice.
they're really into. Yeah, I would. That would be one of my picks. Um, else would I go? I don't know. Have I ever performed in? I don't think I ever performed in Atlanta. I should probably perform in Atlanta. I don't think I ever did. Have I? No. I would go there.
Okay,
I would go there. Why haven't? Why
okay,
haven't I
okay.
performed in Atlanta? But yeah, I would definitely go there. I think LA. I've done other stuff in those places, but I wasn't there for music. I think I was there for um movies and stuff like that. But I don't think but those, yeah.
You got
Yeah.
one more to pick.
One more to pick. Where should I go? Where would I go? Where should I go, guys? No, I'm just kidding. Where would I go? I don't know. Where's a good place? Do you
I
do you
would
know any?
I would pick for you to go to either Arizona or Texas. I feel like they would grab your music real quick.
Texas. Yes. Yes. I would go there. Yeah, that's a good one. Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. Now, I
Yeah.
have a question. Have you ever thought of doing performances on a cruise boat?
On a cruise boat. So I have actually auditioned a long time ago for something like that, but a cruise boat is different. They're looking for they're looking for a whole different type of talent. It's not really like you go on there and do hip hop this and that. It's totally different. Unless someone rents it out and then they do their own like personal thing, but really cruise ships in that whole world, it's not you're not going on a cruise ship and really seeing hip hop like that, to be honest. You know what I mean? You have a few companies that do that, but like no. So no, that's never really when I auditioned for that, I was going and I was actually going to sing. It wasn't like hip hop. Yeah. Yeah, it's like they're looking for something else. You know what they just are. But so no, that never was nothing that I really once I started like with the rap thing really hard like that, that wasn't something I really wanted to like tackle like that.
Okay, okay. Definitely.
Mm.
Do you have any upcoming shows?
I may. I haven't really locked it in yet. It's actually something on television, but I haven't really locked it in yet, so I'm not gonna say. But yeah, I should. I should.
Okay. I hope to
Yeah.
see you more out there.
No.
I hope. I'm
Mhm.
sorry.
Oh no, I was reading a response. He was saying that the cruise ship's more techno, and yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, they're definitely looking for a different type of vibe on there, which is nothing wrong with it because everything has its. But I just that I with me knowing that, I'm not gonna go somewhere where I know it's not what they're looking for. Again, it has to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I went going with what I know that they want. And that's another thing, when you're an artist, you got to know where do you fit in? What are you trying to accomplish? Is your music good for over here or is it not? You know what I mean? And a lot of people too, they don't know where they fit in. You can't go with this song over here and over there and over there. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? If they say kid friendly, you be kid friendly. You know what I mean? If you don't have that commercial song, please don't go there. It's just you have to do that. And honestly, it will be better for you in your career with you knowing where you at, where's your lane. You know what I mean? And that's where you tackle. And this, I mean, and that's what always worked for me. Like that's why I didn't really need a manager because I understood a lot of things that I know a lot of people don't. You know what I mean? So I was able to put myself in different places because I'm like, I know what they're looking for. If I'm not capable of that, I'm not going over there because they're not going to be able to do nothing for me and I can't do nothing for them. Why am I going? You know what I mean? So now you're wasting your time. Don't do it. Go where
Definitely.
you know it works for you. And if you can't get with that, then stay in your lane or create your own lane or whatever. But you have to know. You have to know. You know what I mean? And you got to have that commercial song. Because how are you going
Definitely.
to go? Yeah, how you going to go to this corporate anything or this banquet or big gala? But you know, you just got to know how to maneuver. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Have
Yeah.
you ever thought about doing modeling? I think you would be a great model.
Um, I have, and I did some modeling. It was really light though. I've always been more in the music and acting. I've done way more in that field, but yeah, I wouldn't mind modeling. I have, but I didn't really go like crazy with it, you know. But yeah, I wouldn't mind it.
Okay, okay. Well, I would love to see you doing some modeling. I think you would be great
Yeah,
at it.
I think I need to be a little taller though.
Hey, there's nothing wrong about your size. Your body is everything. You got the beautiful face.
Thank
You're
you.
perfect.
Yeah.
So don't let nobody
I know, I know.
put you behind
I'm being
your guard
funny.
and you'll be okay.
No, I know, but there's all different types of modeling. You know, there's the runway and then the fashion and the yeah. So it all depends. Again, that goes back to knowing your place, where you can fit in and where you can't. But yeah, I wouldn't mind that though. Yeah.
Okay, okay. And what
Mhm.
about a documentary about you? Do you think that will be coming anytime soon?
Oh, you want to see a documentary about me?
Yes, I
Uh,
do. And I'm sure there's people on here that would love to.
I know they would. I know they would. No, honestly, that thing would be crazy. That documentary, oh, that documentary would be crazy. It really would. My life is crazy. Um, in a good way. In a, you know, it's life. It's
Right.
reality. It's the ups, the downs, the good, the bad. But it definitely got a lot of twists and turns and sheesh. But it would now that would be a good documentary. If anybody wanted, come on, let's do it.
Make it
No,
happen. I'm telling
no,
you. I
no,
would love
no, not.
to
Let me
be in your
rephrase
space.
that. Let me rephrase that. Hold on. Hold on. Not anybody. Zeus. Zeus Networks.
Yeah,
Zeus Networks.
definitely.
Hold on. We ain't talking about not anybody. Nah, but
Yes.
it would be crazy. It would definitely be crazy. That's a dope idea. And I have thought about that. I say that to my sisters all the time. I'm like, we need the cameras rolling 24/7 because
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think it
Not
would be interesting because, everybody got their little thing on television and stuff, but if you could get it on Tubi, I feel like that will be great. I've been in a couple of different movies. I filmed in Detroit. I was in Don Hazel's movie, but Don Hazel's the one that got me into the acting, and I love it. Now I'm full throttle. Like I'd rather do that than anything right now. And I feel like that will be your to go. I feel like because I can feel your energy, and when I watch you, I've been in a different couple of places. At the Dublin, I seen you out there.
yeah.
So I would love to see you come out with the documentary. You said to about the acting, so I figured it would be, it's gonna have good, it's gonna have bad, but it's gonna be reality of something
Oh,
you've been through. So it's gonna be a go-getter for people, and they
yeah.
can relate. And then you never know how it will take off. You deserve to get an award. You've been in this industry a long time, and I hope you get a lot of awards. Have you gotten one yet on any of your music?
Oh my, wait, have you really been following me? I got plenty of awards. Do you want me to
Well,
go get them? No, I'm just kidding. No,
no,
but I do.
no. I remember you were it was either last year or the year prior. You did get one. I remember that.
Yeah. Uh, I think that I want to say that probably was last year. Could have been this year. I'm trying to see if I can see it from here, but I can't. Yeah. No, I recently got one. It wasn't too long ago. It was for Queen of Hip Hop and Soul with Mr. G Boss. No, I'm not one of those people. I've been recognized. You know what I mean? I'm not one of those people that people have, I'm grateful for being recognized and being, noticed. I've never had that issue. I'm not, to be honest. And I'm very thankful and proud of that. Some people, they're like, not everybody fit. I don't know, that people are just weird. It's just like one of those things like, oh, that wasn't nothing type of thing, or what is it? But to be acknowledged is a beautiful thing, especially
Yeah.
all of the work that you put in and all that. I'm grateful for things like that. Like I don't never think I'm too big or too, oh, what's that little, and I'm not on that. I'm just not one of those people. I'm not on that like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, for me, it just has to make sense. Anything else, it's cool. But if it doesn't make sense, I don't care how big or small it is. It has to make sense. And no, I've been awarded. I have all types of awards like throughout my years, and that's not for me. That's not really. I'm not looking. I'm not really looking for that. You know what I mean? It happens and I'm appreciative, but I'm not looking for that. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um for me right now it's more on getting my personal life in order and just having things to be able to look back on and feeling proud about, to be honest. And of course
Well,
the music is there.
I was
Hmm.
proud of you when I seen you had that award. That's why I was like, wow,
Oh yeah.
yeah, because I seen
Thank
it
you.
and I seen your pictures. You were all looking beautiful with your dress, and I'm like, wow, this woman right here. Because like I said, I've been following you for quite a few years,
Yeah.
and you know, I and when Don Hazel, he always brought you up, and
Hmm.
I was like, dang, I know she's a good artist.
Hmm.
I feel it. I seen her, and I need her to like. I feel like you should be on tour. That's what I personally feel like. I feel like a tour should be thrown your way and out of the country and in the country, but a good tour for yourself. That's me personally coming from me. I really feel that.
Hmm.
So I hope that you get it.
I can get it. I can get it. I can get it. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the person that stops things. Like things the things that you're mentioning, it's not because I don't feel that I can get it. I don't think that I'm good enough to have it. It's just I stop myself from these things. You know what I mean? I'm in my own way. And I know this. I know this. So it's that I don't feel like it's something that cannot be done, or I that's not the case. I stand in my own way of these things. And it's like if that's not my focus, it's not gonna happen. It has
Yeah,
it has to be my focus. You know what I
right.
mean? Is that what I want? Maybe not at this very moment. You know what I mean? But can it happen? Absolutely. I can put my own tour together. I know how to do that. Like seriously. But I get in my own way. Like people they come to me all the time like, what are you doing? Why are we not doing the music? You got the song sitting there. What we doing? Come on. Blah, blah. But I'm just like, if I'm not there 100%, I'm not gonna touch it. I don't care what it is, because I have to be there 100%, because that's the only way that I know I'm gonna go full throttle with whatever. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? And if I don't feel like I can't give that, I'm not giving you nothing. Seriously. If I don't feel that I can be like 110%, 50%, I don't want to give you anything. So
Right.
I feel like the things that you're mentioning is only that the reason why it hasn't happened because I've stood in my own way for whatever reason. You know what I mean? And it's been a lot of different reasons, but but
Right.
that's why I just I've never been one of those people to be like, oh, I don't feel like there's enough opportunities out there. Oh, how do we get on the radio or shows, or you know what I mean? When you put yourself out there, it becomes easier because people will actually come to you. You know what I mean? It's not, you no longer have to really search for things. You're now just like, oh, hold on, I can't do this right now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because I have XYZ or whatever the case may be, where you don't do that. But for the most part, if you put yourself out there enough and you're really moving and enough people see you, you no longer have to search for a lot of things. Like people will literally find you. Like they really will. You know what I mean? So in my time, I never felt like, what should I do? Where should I go? How do I get on here or do? I was in Chicago like doing movies with freaking. I just I've never had that issue because I understood that you have to put yourself in certain situations, in certain, in front of certain people, different opportunities, and then it's going to come to you. You know
Yes.
what I mean? But you can't go to the same places all the time and expect something differently to happen either. So, yeah,
Definitely.
it just depends.
Uh, do you want to list the name of the movies or videos that you've been in so people can follow them?
No.
Okay.
No. I don't. It's bad. I don't. I don't. It's been a lot of movies though, but I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm here. You want to do something with me? Let's do it. I'm not into the this is what I do, this is where I've been, and let me name drop, and I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Because for me, it's a good thing and it's a bad thing. But for me, with where I am and how a lot of things operate, if we're gonna work, we're gonna work. You know what I mean? I don't need you to. You don't have to go listen to the music now or whatever the case may be. You like it, we whatever. I don't want you to feel like, oh, I want to come do this with her because she did XYZ, and that I don't want to work with you just because of that. Don't come over here trying to, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I'm all set.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If we gonna do something, we gonna do something, and that's it. If you like how I perform, if you like how I rap, if you think I can act, whatever, you got an opportunity, I'll show you then if we're discussing something. But I don't need to sit here and say I was in this movie, I was in it. I just don't feel like, because I don't want nobody coming to me for that
Right.
because of
I understand.
what you understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying? What are we going to? Are we doing something? And then we could talk about that. You know what I mean? If I
Definitely.
need to show you something then in that moment, resume or whatever,
Yeah.
cool, cool. You want me to show you then? Fine.
Definitely.
That's
Yeah. I respect
yeah.
that 1000%. Have you ever
No, no, no.
thought about doing your own talent show and being the judge and in charge of that? Have you ever thought of that?
Did that. I've done that. I've done that like 10 years ago.
You got to bring
I
it
did.
back. You
I
got to
gotta
bring
bring
it
it
back.
back.
You got to bring it back. I really feel that New England doesn't have a set talent um, show that artists get rewarded for it, or something that's holding them back in the industry, that maybe they can get a video done, or different categories. But I feel like we do have, we still have Yaz's, the Dublin
Yeah,
house is still there. Eh,
I was there. I was in there for a
I
very
remember
long
you.
time. I
Yeah.
was, yeah. I was a judge, as you are saying right now, and then I actually had my own night, and I was in there for I think like a year. and I left because I got pregnant with my daughter. So I was like, yeah. But I did that. I mean, I put on showcases for a very, very long time. You know what I'm saying? And you could sometimes you can give too much of yourself to certain situations. And that's kind of like what I was saying when I said I've been the person to stand in my own way for many different reasons. And that's kind of one of them because for a long time I focused on other
Yes.
people's careers, other people's whatever. I was managing.
Right.
I had my own independent label with artists on the label. Like, you know what I mean? And it was cool. It was good. That's what I wanted to do. But again, like I said, there's a lot of opportunities that I missed while doing these things. And now people are like, well, how come you're not doing this or you're doing whatever? But it's like what you're speaking of now, like, well, I did that for 10 years ago, what you're saying.
Right.
And then I did it for however many years, maybe the 10 years, you know what I mean? So it's like, And I know, yeah. So I mean, there's different people now doing showcases and stuff like that, and it's cool. I like it. And if that's what they want to do, that's great. But I definitely had my time with that. You know what I mean? And not to say I wouldn't do it again. It's just not, that can't be my focus right now. I gave a lot of my time to that. You
Right.
know what I mean? That's just where I'm at with that. But
I I feel you because I've been in this industry since 2008, nonstop. I haven't stopped. The only time I stopped is when I had my son, and that was only for 2 months, to recover from the C-section. But I went right back to it. But I have had my own record label. I've managed Sariano's in Lynn. I used to have it 7 days a week, Taboo on Route One, throwing shows, and I've done stuff for artists that I feel like that they're not as serious because they didn't push themselves as much when there was opportunities there. And, I really feel that you're a good, powerful queen, that a boss that can, you know, be a role model for those artists that need that little push.
yeah,
Because if they're sitting around, like, for instance, their friends, there's always going to be one that, always disses them the way that they're trying to put their music out. But I feel like you got that powerful movement that you can make a change for those artists that need that little bump to go over to continue to go higher. That's me personally.
yeah. So within that, like for me right now, if I wanted to get involved in something like that, I don't it would just be more of a personal thing where it's like I really like this artist and I just want to help this particular artist. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at right now if I was to do something like that. But I listen, we used to bring New York over here. We had the New York meets Boston. We had the big tour buses. I mean, it was crazy back then. Like it was crazy, and I did that for many years. Like you know what I mean. And we had the limousines out there. We had the. I mean, there's nothing that we didn't have out there. Like seriously. We had the party buses, we had the tour buses, we had the cameras all over the place. Like this went on for years, and that was me actually putting my own career or whatever on hold for this. But I'm not complaining about it. That's what I felt like doing at the time. That's what I wanted to do at the time. And I'm not going to say nothing came out of it either because I still made a lot of connections even within that. You know what I mean? And
Right,
I don't burn bridges. So there's not nobody that I can't call to this day, even 10, 20 years ago.
yeah,
That's just how I rock. That's how I move.
right,
You know what I mean? I don't know, how people operated with me and their whole thing, but me personally, with the people, my different relationships, should I say, I don't burn bridges. I don't. There's people I've been rocking with for decades. I could call
right,
them. You know what I mean? Wherever. Here, New York, wherever, I can call them. I'm not one of those people, but we had the city rocking. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was our street fellas days, the mass movement days.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, like we had it rocking. Um, but again, that was a lot of time given. So that's why now I'm real like time. What we doing? What does this mean? Where we going? What we doing? You know what I mean? And that some of that comes from that. Like that was years of that, and it was dope. It was live. It was crazy. But I'm not gonna. I can't give people that much of me like that
Right.
again without me at least making sure I am where I want to be. We'll just
Yeah.
say put it like that. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And that's the only thing that I would say where I went wrong. I should have first did what I was supposed to do and then do that. That's the only thing. I don't regret doing it.
Right.
I should have did me first. I should have did me first and then did that. But
Hey, we learn from ourselves, and we're our own learner, our own teacher, so we're self-made. And I salute to you doing that, and you're still out here. So, hats off to you, Queen. Definitely. Where do you see yourself in the next year in this industry?
does it have to be in this industry? See, this is what I'm saying. No. Honestly, I can't give an answer for in this industry because I'm kind of like, again, there's so many things that I know that I can do. You know what I mean? Right now, the music is not my main thing. Can I do it? Absolutely. Am I good at it? To my
Yes.
knowledge.
You're the bomb.
Okay.
You're
Yeah.
one of the bombs. Yes, you
So,
are.
but I just feel like I can't really say where I see myself because there's so many different things that I can do. So right now I'm doing different things, but seeing what it is that I like doing the most
Mhm.
for myself, what I want to do, not because I'm helping this person, because I'm doing, you know what I mean? It's like I'm gonna oh, you're gonna see a lot of things with me with the music. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? There's people like right now waiting for me right now to call and be like, let's go. But it's just like I need to figure out where I want to be with what I'm trying to do. You know what I mean? Again, I don't want to just be doing. Where's the direction here? Am I
Right.
trying to get signed? Am I just trying to be comfortable with the situation and it's making a little, you know what I'm saying? Like, it has to make sense with the direction. Because I don't need to be all in the forefront like that to make money off of it and for the people to hear my music either. You know what I
Right.
mean? There's different ways that you can get paid from music
Right.
and people can hear your music. It could be in movies, it could be in commercials, and that's the thing. Like it's so much more than just. Do you want to be an artist? Do you want to get on stage and jump around? And you know what I'm saying? It's just like where are you trying to go with what you're doing? Do you want
Right.
to be behind the scenes writer? Like, do you want to write for people? You know what I mean? So for me, like knowing that I want to make sure whatever it is direction that I'm going in, it's just what I want to do, not because somebody else want me to be doing it or whatever.
Yes.
So yeah,
Well,
you
salute
gotta make the,
to you, pretty poison. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show. Is there anything you would like to bring up that we didn't bring up?
um I don't I don't think so. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be doing a lot more with the music. So yes, anyone who's like, "Where's Poison? What is she doing?" I might be having actually a performance sometime in October, which I will be, putting that out there as soon as I kind of know more and lock that in. So I'll be actually in the forefront kind of quick. You know what I mean? So, and again, it's like one of those things where, is the opportunities there? Is this the right time? So,
Yes. Well,
am I blocking myself?
make sure you tag me in what any show you have so I can have my I belong to Legal Marvel Entertainment, and they'll promote anything I got going on. So I'll share it off to them and my street team. So please, please, next time you got a show, I will try to pop out to show support to you. And
Absolutely.
definitely please tag my page. So I would love to help you promote anything you got going on.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, that's about it. The show in October, and again, yeah, I'll let you know and keep you updated about that. And the music will be out soon as well, very soon. But
Okay, and always remember, old music that you haven't put out is not considered old music to people that haven't heard it,
oh yeah.
because that's new music to anyone that hasn't. So always remember that.
Oh, why? Because you're thinking about Daddy?
Yeah, I want that song to come out. I like that. Honestly, I
Yeah.
played that for my friend in on Valentine's Day. She had that song playing in the music in the bedroom when her
Oh yeah.
Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, that's where you be playing right there. No, I was kidding. That's what's
So
up. That's
I would
good.
love to see it, that's important. And anything I can help you with, please don't hesitate to call me. Like I said, I've been following you for a long time, so anything that I can direct you in a way to connect you with someone else, please
Yeah,
call me, message me. I got you.
absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate you having me.
You're very welcome. Would you like to rap or spit anything before we end your interview?
Um, let me see. Okay, I took it there for you rap squares. I'ma murder the mid and break 'em up into pairs. Competition I did, singly shift you in gears. Remember the three? Well, I'm Goldie with the head, and I'm running your block. I'ma take what's yours, so give me what you got. And that belly kinda hot. I ain't going nowhere. I'ma lay right here. And when you reappear, I'ma leave you in shock. And maybe next time you keep your issue on lock. You've been rapping for years, okay.
Salute from the Iccy Show. Yes,
Y'all know I ain't asking here.
hey, you went fire right there. Salute, definitely queen. This is Pretty Poison, the one and only from Boston 617. Make sure you go follow her, support her music. If you got a show coming up, make sure you book her. Let's get her. We need her out there more. I know I've been following her for years, but I'm telling you, you new generation, you need to take lessons from her. She got it going on. Much love and respect, Pretty Poison. This is interview 667 interviews I've done in 6 years. Let's go. Peace, love, respect, everyone that tuned in this evening.
Bye. Thank y'all for tuning
Yes.
in.
Thank you, Queen.